are you? You're from Shemaya, right? Like, you're one of Shemaya's regular viewers, if I remember correctly. Oh, look, Willow. Oh, dang, the evil and sinister commercials strike again. Oops. A stinky ghost. I'm a stinky ghost now? Since when? What did I do to deserve this, Willow? What did I do, Willow? I'm innocent. Also, welcome. I was lurking in your stream the whole night. You were streaming so late last night. Like, I was up till 1 o'clock my time, and you were still going, so I was impressed. It's okay. You're our stinky ghost. When did this start? Willow, how could you? How could you? So, once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. I was up till 6 a.m. Holy cow. Also, it's not me. What? What's not you? Everything is lagging. What do I do? 1 second. Everything is gonna lag some more. 1 second. I need a new computer. Sad days. Or I stop using Google Chrome. One or the other. The council has spoken and says you're stinky. You've been hanging out with Haru and Yuri too much. That's what I'm gonna say. May I ask, what is that headpiece? It is a ghost triangle. It's usually a depiction in Japanese ghost culture. See it a lot to indicate that they're ghosts, because I'm a ghost. I don't... Ah. Yeah. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. Willow, are you this witch? Do you live in a swamp? On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Yeah, I'm a ghost wolfish. It's nice to meet you if I haven't really talked to you before. I think we've talked though. At least you've stopped by and said hi before. Bah, says the goat. Makes sense. I think I remember seeing it now that you mention it. Yeah, yeah. It's a forest. Yeah, and yours forest was... Oh my god, this lag is horrendous. Let me see if I can change. Oh no. Oh no, well, I got up. That was my only option. I was already high when I first saw it and I thought it was underwear. Oh, no, it's not. It is not. Witch, you devil, how dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Oh god, Abby, that's so fast. Hi Abby, thank you for the read. Ah. You. Keeper Crab, I'm going to be at work, but I shall lurk while working. Aw, Merry late Christmas. Love you, Kev. Good luck at work. Hi, long time no see. I dropped a cheer and I watched you collab twice. Ah, yeah. Well, you might want to try out closing your browser. Yeah, but things break. Things break if I close my browser. Hold on. Abby, I'm sorry. Crow, hi. Thank you. Everything is dying on my end. Yeah. Let me lower the game. I need Yuri to make the goat sounds. Shoo, shoo, get out of my house, you mindless beast. You're making a mess. Abby Raid, Abby Raid. I just didn't join you directly. Oh, that's fine, Wolfish. Abby Raid, Neo, you're here. Welcome, guys. How was Phasmophobia? Oh, you've been playing a lot of Phasmo. Have you been able to recoup your money? I'm doing well. Merry Christmas, Rio. I have plenty of games not want to work with me. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to escape and like get to the settings, but I didn't. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. Oh, that's mean. I would never kick Yuri. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the heart just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. Taz was awesome, and yeah, pretty much back to normal funds. You are dead. Well, everything is simply following in suit. You are dead after all. I'm glad you got your funds back in normal. Let's see. You don't need high quality. No, we don't want lowest either. Okay. That any better? A little bit better. I can play the game. It's just not rendering well. Oh, you should try Opera GX. It lets you import all your stuff from your old browser and you control how much RAM CPU it's allowed to use. Yes. Problem is I have tabs I wanted to keep open, but I'll close them all. That should be a little bit better. Are you just starting the stream? Yes. I wanted you to know that I finished ARR yesterday, one story down, several to go. Oh, but you have like the slog, the post ARR slog to go through. Good luck. Good luck, Pi. I think that's better. It's better now. I had to close my art homework. I have so much art homework to do. But nope, not better. Yeah, I'll probably switch. I'll have to break some things. I'm gonna close this. I want to watch someone I know finish up and come back after they're done. They are finally finishing learning a hard game and I want to support them. Okay. They ended up rage quitting 3. Oh, okay. Okay. Have fun. Good luck. There's something I gotta fix though. If I there was one thing I had open that it didn't like, so I closed that off. The bad part is you can't even tell if it's you or me. Oh my god, technical difficulties. I usually try to fix it, but I thought it would fix itself. I just gotta remove something in the channel points because I closed it. Okay. Everything should be good to go now. Ah, sorry for the mess. I just wanted to play a video game. There, it's much better now. Where is my grimoire? Ah, I love the smell of scuff in the morning. It is not morning, it is 3 p.m. but or 4 p.m. Aha, here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes, so you can open it at any time by pressing each. Wait, can I change this back to the other settings? Because it's really bright otherwise. Oh wait, no, it was just like that. Oh wait, no, I didn't save it. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Okay. Okay, it was me. Was it you? For something not 3D, I'm actually surprised that the high quality is going crazy. Video froze, but I could still hear you talking. Oh, no, that wasn't me. My thing is still going. A mending poultice, a speckled herbal paste that heals aches and pains, heals depleted hearts. This just reminds me of potion craft. I feel like I could have just played potion craft. All my recipes are missing. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Try changing the game resolution. I refuse. No, I'm kidding. Where's my belt? I'll need it to carry my things if I have to go confront the beast. I must have left it in that trunk over there. No, it's okay now. It's okay now. It's not lagging anymore. Everything is good. I can move side to side. You just can't chuck VTubers at me today. No chucking VTubers at me today. Everything is awesome. Don't make me sing this song. Oof, my poor back. How long was I napping for? Ah, not long enough. A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. Okay. Select ingredients to craft a mending poultice. This one? Looks like this one. Looks like the glowing thing. Chicken, thank you for the follow. You are in. Which stream did I see you in? Rose? Rose? Or was it Rocco's? Oh, I have no memories. Bog. I'm pretty sure I know this lady. Lives on the other side of the forest. She's strange. Don't call her strange. She's just living her life. Oh no, I don't have enough ingredients. Chicken. No! Do not eat mountain chicken, Willow. Mountain chicken is nice from what I remember of their chats. I've been just around everywhere. I see. I was like, I know your name is familiar. Go outside. I would never go outside. Excuse me, game. MVP mountain chicken, not a chicken. Bro, I got so excited I got to listen to your karaoke stream the other day. It was great. I'm glad I came in just as you were singing Despacito. That made my night, Crow. Thank you. You step outside into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Willow, do you do that? Do you stub your toes on twisted roots? Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink, and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear a braying through the dense bramble. Alright, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for resubbing. I'm still sad my internet. Yeah, I'm sad your internet died too, Crow. Akito says he'll sing Despacito during his karaoke, so please look forward to that. You know you want to hear Akito sing Despacito. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use on this lawn. Well, sorry. What are you talking about, Rook? You're fine, you're fine. Rip internet. Yes, rip internet. Rip Crow's internet. Hey, Kami, do you stub your toe on office desks? I do! If I had when I was human, but I don't have a toe. Do you know why? You know why I don't have a toe? Because I don't have feet, Willow. Shall I remind you? I do not. Oh, wait, you can't see it. Anyway, I don't have feet. Hold on. There. I have feet. I need to make it there. I gotta hear him saying I don't have feet either. Oh. I've never seen your feet, Willow. This is not my fault. I made a bad guess that you had feet. I'm sorry, Willow. Does your ghost tail ever get caught on things? No. It just passes through things. I need to make it there. I gotta hear him sing it. I know, Crow, I know. Caught on vacuum. No! No! Press tab to open your map. I don't get caught in vacuums. I'm not that clumsy. I don't think. Well, I didn't know you didn't have toes. Now I know. Now I know that you don't stub your toes. Find the goat in your yard. Where is this goat? Cammy gets PTSD when someone says we got one. Have you ever been put inside a thermos? No. Why would anyone put me in a thermos? Why? Like in Danny Phantom? No, no. Here's this goat. Yuri, come back home with me. Bah. Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah. The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies. It's been so long since I've used the mortal vessel. Yuck. There's dirt in its mouth. Pah, pah. I thought it was Kyle. Well, I'm confused. You can talk? Don't one tell Yuri I'm calling this goat Yuri. Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You ruined me, madame. It was good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? Kyle, her talking goat. Oh! Robodog has the zoomies. Oh no. Oh no, Robodog. Kyle is the goat, but Yuri is a demon goat, and this is a demon goat, I think. Amount of what? Oh dear. If you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again down there. Look, Yuri would definitely be the one doing the shady deals, not Kyle. Kyle's too young. Kyle just drinks Monster and enjoys life. The goat nods its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look and I'm sure it will come back to you. Open your witch's eye with G to inspect. Okay, yeah, yep, that's a tutorial. Unveiling powder. Egg shoe. Okay, you got a good point. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched onto the surface of the stone, but they are too faint for me to read. The powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abysmal possession. Also, do you still stutter? Also, you do still stutter a bit. Do I? I think it's only particular parts. But it's not as bad as before. Here, I'll just do this. Put it at the lowest. Wait, no, not the high. Doesn't bother me. That should be better. Oh, I forgot to turn off that. Raffle ended today. Excuse me. Let me quickly turn that off. I'm gonna stutter now. I really need to get a new computer though. I was looking at new computers for Yuri, and I just really want to get a new one. That command. Don't have a raffle anymore. I forgot to do all of this because I ran out of time. Way. I shouldn't be stuttering too much now. Could also VSync I know when I was trying to get Subnautica to work, it only allowed me to use 50 FPS instantly fixed. I just didn't think this game would take. Honestly, I'm only lurking, but you've sounded fine to me so far. Oh, thank you, Abby. Every feedback helps, so thank you. As someone that deals with computers a lot, I highly recommend the HP Obelisk. I also work with computers a lot. There's a particular build I was looking for. Yeah, yeah. Gotta go find things. The garden. Here? This looks like lychee. Oh yeah, if you want to build your own, you know how to do that. I do know. Yeah, my computer is my own. I built it. Here in the garden. Stand very still. Why am I standing very still? What did I do? I need to look for these things that look like lychee. Oh, it's in the forest. Go to the forest. I hope your yard is better kept than this, Willow. Oh god, oh shit, Kami doesn't watch Steven Universe. I outed myself. You say lychee, I say lychee. I don't know the right way to say it. I've always called it lychee. I don't watch Steven Universe. Do I lose some points for that? Robodog just ran into a tree. Oh my god, poor Robodog. Poor Robodog. He beckons without fingers. How do I get to the forest? Why do you not have a yard? You kind of just walk out into the woods. Doesn't that make the woods your yard? For real, how do I get to forest from here? Woody yard, I guess. Have it in here. There it is. Make it now. Well, you see, you'll need to open a rift. Well, that sounds complicated. I really like the graphics of shrine entrance. You smear a handful of glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the Umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. Wow, what's reading? I cannot see. Unbelievable. What help are you then? I didn't come here to help. I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine, fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. This goat is helpless. Just adding more work for me. Wonder if I have an inventory maximum. No, not really. Doesn't seem to be. Ah, ah, yes. Oh my god, did I hurt you? With much protesting and a nicked ear. Oh no, Yuri, I'm sorry. You shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Wow! Watch your tongue, or I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes. A space beneath. She sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of four shall enrich the stone. Brazier, ra- braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who's it calling a crone, and what are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those I hate that word. Yuri had a Fran! You! I shout out Fran too. Who was doing art earlier and I was lurking, and then he played Gartic Phone not that long. I feel like you guys opened and did one round of Gartic Phone and then went back to art. Brazers. Is it Brazers? It's Brazers. Guys, thanks for correcting me. I will probably still say it wrong, but thank you. Little reminds this Brazers. Weakness is dog hair, blue feather, shiny stone. Frog slime. Okay. I just tried to make it easier to say. Yeah, no. I know it's. I sincerely appreciate it. I'm really bad at some words. Braziers. I just want to say Brazier so much. We had unplanned Gartic Phone collab. Ah, that's what happened. Still lots of more commissions to do, Fran. Also, did you sleep? Did you just wake up? Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone? I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. Say it that way, then. Your way. No, because braziers are something different. Braziers are like that thing. It's like me trying to say battery. Battery? How do you say battery? No sleep, only watch. Oh my god, Fran, please sleep. Please sleep. I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame? The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do this squeaky joint some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Nope, I stay indoors. Oh, hey, look, a distraction. Oh, hey, look, it's a distraction. I'm distracted. Let's go. Oh, wait. Snip. 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 Snipping things. Tangled vines. Thick tangled vines have overgrown the ruined entrance. Something sharper than your fingernails will be needed to get through. Snip. Into the darkness. What time of a game this is? This is a crafting adventure game. It's set in gothic lore, gothic fables and fairy tales. So I don't really know. I don't know much about gothic like fairy tales and fables, but I do know crafting and adventure game. So that's what I'm doing. Right now I woke up as a witch in the swamp. Oh, I'm tired. Oh my god. Hello darkness, my old friend. Nipping and tearing your shears make short work of the bramble. Let's go to darkness. God, space between. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step onto a cold stone dies? Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forwards. An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see, though there's no wind or sound in this void. A warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. Gotcha. Gothic fairy tales are like what I'm from. Are you? Maybe you can explain things to me. If there's stuff that you notice. I really only know mythology, like Greek and Roman mythology. And Japanese folklore. Like horror folklore. In the forest. I'm just collecting things now. What is this man? The bird watcher. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. They're like old-timey European fairy tales. Ooh. Ah, you startled me. Can you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest, and this forest only. Have you seen one, perchance? You glance upwards at the small blue bird perched at the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't. Sorry. Shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is the key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The bluebird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Oh my god. Hatchet. What do I need? I need a blue feather. No. Nope. That bird's gonna go away though. Landed my trap. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it would kill you. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel bad. I feel terrible. Oh my god. No one saw that. I'm getting Don't Starve Together flashbacks now. That is a game I want to play. That was a game I was supposed to play recently, but I had personal stuff come up. I'm hoping to reschedule it with them. It does have Don't Starve vibes though. Sorry, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. Oh wait, I need to do this. VIP. I'd watch that. You wouldn't play that? You wouldn't play with me? Evening, ma'am. Come to check up on the pottery. I'm afraid I just fired the kiln up, so there'll be a while still. Pottery? Bah, I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a tough bitey today. Oh, she's a touch bitey today and doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. This is the dog? Horrific morsel. Oh no, get away from me. What is this? I mean, if you have room. Sure, we can find room. Oh no! Ow! Ah! It actually hurts me. I lost a heart. I wasn't prepared. Oh man, oh jeez, I don't know about this. He tapped the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well. Me. Yes, yes, my dear sweet Willow. My non-stinky Willow. Yes. Ah, what's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. Push him in. No! That's mean. I would never push him in. Akito. Akito. Commit murder. Akito, they're trying to make me into a murderer. Help me. Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down this well anyways? Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasures down there. Just waiting for someone to dig it up. Gotta find myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out, and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them. Actually, maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down into the well and see those ghoulies yourself. Taking it. This odd well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. Hi, Abby. Wait, you're not one. Wait, what? Dark and damp. Yes, dark and damp. They're shiny. A piece of candy. Ah. I meant, so you're not a murderer, who knew? Wow, Akito! Dark and moist. Oh my god, you guys. Akito, I thought you were on my side. What happened? Just you wait when we play this Wednesday, Akito. You're gonna regret that. I'm gonna get you killed when we play on Thursday. Wednesday. Oh no, I need a net. I need a net. Also, Kami, we know where the bodies are. We're just staying quiet. What do you mean? There's no bodies anywhere. I am. What do you mean? Doesn't dark imply it's already moist? No, dark could be like dark. you know. Darkened a cozy burrow for a creature who prefers to be left alone. Let's leave that creature alone. That seems like a good idea. I need a net. Oh, that's a return home. Yeah, you stay here, Froggy, while I find the net. There are no bodies. I've hid no bodies. Don't make me out to be a murderer here. I'm innocent. Hey, give me an axe. Come here, mister. Hey, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense! Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. Take it! Snap it. What am I snapping? I don't want to snap anything. The thing in the well. Oh, no. No. We don't bother the thing in the well. Hey guys. Let's put that dog to sleep. It hurt me. It was like prime trap location. Yeah, but it wanted to be left alone. I'm not one into messing with a thing that isn't like messing with anyone, you know? Though I do need that frog slime. It's just Gerald. He owes me money. What did I say? What did I say? Gerald, you put in dogs to sleep on stream. Oh. I'm just grabbing a little bit of, like just a little tuft of his hair. Nothing big, nothing serious, you know? Look, he's a little asleep. Can I get another one? That's all I get for now? See? That dog is fast as Lottie! You're putting down. Mom, no, the dog is fine. I just stole some fur. Lottie, they're being mean to me. I haven't done anything but put a dog into nap time. Was one of the little suit creatures. Gerald is? I forgot what they're called. It depends on which suit we're talking about. We're talking about the suit from that one anime this past season that I really like, or are we talking about the suit from Spirited Away? Akito! No, it came out of the pile of you dug up. Wow, I must be really blind. I didn't notice it. I was talking Spirited Away. What are you talking about? There is a really interesting manga slash anime. It was recently adopted. It's called something house. Shadow House. And it has to do with suit as well. Like, it's really interesting. I think If you like something a little bit dark, mystery, it's a really good. Thank you, Lottie. Thank you for protecting me from meanies. Um, highly recommend Shadow's House. I was reading the manga and it was really interesting. Do not eat Lottie. I will bop you. Do not eat Lottie, sir. Sir. Oh, I see it now. Oh, I need a net. I don't have a catching net. Oh no, they're gonna go away, aren't they? Ooh, hello. No eating, Lottie. Shame on you, hello. Thank you for the posture check and the stretch and the hydrate. Oh, oh, thank you, thank you. Thanks for making. Oh my god, Oob, you're just here to like spam your points. Thank you for the hug redeem. Hydrate. No, Willow. Hello, Lottie is not into it. Stop it. Ooh, who's the spam of the frogs? Ragamuffin. Is there something in the gothic lore called Ragamuffin? Oi, lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head? I know why you couldn't see the suits. Because I'm blind? No spam today. Thank you, Willow being sus. Willow always being sus. I would ask the same about all these stinking frogs in your trousers. Aw, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at a wayward flies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, flailing about like that? Are you daft? Frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed them. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Thank you, Willow. Now I can see. I'm really sad I can't I can't let you guys throw my VTuber friends at me. So sad. Why didn't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing the net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? And maybe I'll think about treating you on my froggies. Oh, thank you for the catching net. What is this fairy? Oh my god, I absolutely caught a fairy. Is she mad at me? Whoa, whoa. This. Wild slime appears on coming. Bum 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 bum. Love. Oh, Lottie. Oh, no. Logger's hatchet interact. Do I chop you? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna chop you. I'm gonna try. Oh, thank god I did that in the back. I'm sorry. I feel bad killing some of the creatures in this world. Well, these hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. The frogs can eat. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. These lads are gonna feast tonight. Ragmuffin could have to do with the Brothers Grimm folktale, The Pack of Ragmuffin. That seems about right, right? So how was y'all's day? It's pretty good. Ooh, how's yours? I demand a slime. There is a slime. Slime is on my shoulder. I pulled my slime on my shoulder. Abby, it's there. Also, Abby, I had to learn the Padaru song. I did do it. Now, about our deal. You agreed to trade me one of your pets there. Haha, what deal? I don't remember making no deal. A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Ding! There goes Slippery Pete! All the emotes. Oh, I love everyone's emotes. Cronus's. Bro, yours. Abby's. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. I guess if I don't have the emotes chucking at me, I'll put on the emotes wall again. Ah shucks, I never liked him anyway. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Alright, Froggy, let's go. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I had to think really hard. I should head back to home now. Oh, I was catching fairy dust. Oh, bye-bye glasses. Time to be blind again. Poor eyesight gang. Poor eyesight gang indeed. Oi. Oi. Oh, I got a suit sprite. You're right. It was a suit sprite. I go back into. I spent hard-earned points on those. Make Kamini mad. At least that's one of the cheaper redeems, right? Right. Come here, Frogger. Cloud must be working, or Cloud would have tried. Cloud would have kept my glasses on. He's the good eyesight group. What happens if I try to catch it? No, it won't let me. Okay. I'm not allowed to mess what's in there. I have enough coal. Making Kami mad is easy. I just have to bully. No bully. Aw. I can't wait till next year when I talk with my mommy, with my mama, and get me some Shamaya. Shamaya, I finished your Padaru. I didn't go to bed until I finished it last night. I went to bed so late to finish your Padaru. Run away, the dog's gonna come after me. It's Shamaya. It is Shamaya. Sweet Shamaya. I just realized I might be wait, pronouncing Shemaya's name wrong all this time. How have you been saying? I keep wanting to say Shemaya. Every time there's an S sound, I keep wanting to say Shemaya. Oh my god. How have you been saying it, Fran? Suit Sprites. I love them so much. Suit Sprites are really... I really think you'd like Shadow House for below. You could always call her Shinono. Don't call her Shinono. She doesn't like that. Time to go home. Kami has Shemaya on the brain. It's because I was working on her Paduru. I was working on her Paduru late last night. So... bully material? What is bully? What are... don't bully. No bully. There's no bully allowed. No bully. You know who you should bully? Walter, who's playing Minecraft right now with Haru. I pronounce the me like the word me. Shamia? I'm pretty sure it's Shamaya. Time to light this up. I can bully Shamaya now. Shanono. You didn't hear from me. You didn't hear from me at all. Yeah. I love Luna. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before the cold flames reduce into a fine, odorless ash. I love Luna. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. As a collab to go have fun, Kamini. Thank you, Abby. Have fun on your collab. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. And belated Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. Dog hair. Lottie, thank you, Lottie. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madame. Scary goat. I don't want to go down there. Cute. Cute. The goat is cute. Into the shrine I go. I should make myself like healing potion actually. Ooh, this show looks cute. Kami, where did you watch it? Funimation? think it was on Funny. Oh no, who is this lady? Oh, she's pretty. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. Have a good lurk, Pansy. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. The sound of cloven hooves echo across the marble floor as the goat comes to your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? Oh my god, it is Brothers Grimm. I'm pretty sure. Oh, so when they say Gothic fables, is it just Brothers Grimm? Because I do know Brothers Grimm stories. I brought her to you. Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? Why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her, cheated her, broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled, until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding regardless of what you do or do not remember. I'm gonna go eat breakfast and lurk. Have a good stream, Kami. Thank you, Fran. Have a good breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. The Brothers Grimm stories are in that theme, but they aren't the only ones. Ah. Love you, Shamaya. Are you home now? Well, I'm guessing you're home because Twitch loaded. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls and I will release the Sleeping Maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows, in time you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you can simply return to the comfort of your little hovel. Hovel? Hovel? Where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free. And your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. Hovel. Hovel. I'm pretty sure. Hovel? Hovel. 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 No one else in the house. Walter, what the fuck? You're doing Minecraft with Haru. What are you doing here? It's the Minecrafter. Walter, go back to your stream. See, these people can load other people's streams. I can't even do that. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? Tell him, Kamini. I just did. Go back to your stream, Walter, or come hang out with me. I don't care. Alright. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. I'm actually really interested. I'm actually invested in the game, despite what it may seem like. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we seek. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face, by an overgrown mushroom grove? Am I being kicked out, Kamini? You're not. You're not. Hello, Jaxia. What do I look like? A compass? Go out there and look for yourself. Started a new chapter, The Sleeping Maiden. The bear in the forest. The ox in the fields. Well, obviously we're gonna go into the forest first. Walter, I would never kick you out. You're my mod. It's just that you're playing Minecraft right now, aren't you? I'm just jealous that you could load other people's streams while streaming. I can't. My stream will die. What are you doing in my woods? I am collecting resources, sir. Your woods are too overgrown. I am slightly deforesting. But don't worry. I'm only getting what I need. Don't worry, Willow. Oh, okay. To the forest I go. To the forest I go. God, it's called dual stream setup, Kamini. Agito, I don't have another computer. You want to get me one? Oh, one plant too. Yes. Mr. Two PC setup over there. You want to get me a new PC, Akito? I want fairy dust. I just want fairy dust versus fairy. Akito's mean. I'll be joining the 2PC gang soon. Flex on Kami then? Wow. Oh, in a fairy circle. Yes. Are you liking the game so far? I like it a lot. I really like the details. Really like the artwork, and I really like the fairy tale backing. I like it a lot. That's all I can say right now. Quartermaster. Oh, hello there. Sorry, I think I managed to get most of the debris off the road. Looks like you made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear. The bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the Lakeshore campus will stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer or something darted out of nowhere, jostled my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle, and ran off. My own heart nearly left out of my ribcage. Piled the darn cart right onto the ditch, she did. Now every barrel's smashed. I can't bring myself to report it back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it. The art looks like Wild at Heart. Wild at Heart. I don't think I remember that one. I don't think I remember that one. This bear sounds like quite a brute. But you don't know half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand? I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant of Lakeshore Camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know that what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can go to the Lakeshore Camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damage. Oh, dear. Okay, Akito. Get me some food, will you, Akito? Share your Grubhub with me. I know you're eating. Oh no, where did I just go? This isn't the path I was supposed to go, though. I just want to go look at the field. Yeah, Willow was during the karaoke. I got rejected by chat. That's why I zapped you that picture of me being rejected. But the whole confession was supposed to happen during karaoke. Sorry you missed it, Willow. Dead. I'm sorry, Willow. Yeah, it already happened. I'm sorry, Willow. I confessed to Chad at the end, in the middle of karaoke. Yep, sure did. Some of chat broke my heart and said no, and then some of chat said yes, and then the poll said yes. Can't believe chat rejected you. I can. My chat is mean. No, I'm kidding. They only rejected me at first, but they learn. Welcome back. Aito, where's my chicken nuggies? I know you got some. Ow! Oh, they're gonna attack me! Dreadful doll. Yeah, let's see. After. Who is this crying lady? There's so much happening in the game. Weeping Maiden, she's cute. I really like the artwork. You approach a young woman, weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Yes, I am. I wish I was eating. I was dealing with an emergency. Oh no. Doggy emergency? Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corners of her eyes, swallowing the last of her sobs. She composes herself before sighing wistfully. No apartment emergency. Oh. Hopefully everything is okay, Akito. It's my beloved. Such a sweet and romantic man with the voice of a meadowlark. Ah, I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. What? No, he loves me, and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together, he'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself. Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you. Oh my god, my character's mean. The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholy gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfall, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumples. Told you she was an oddball. The Weeping Maiden? She crumbles into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this tardy bard of yours has run off to. I can't seem to... I keep opening chapters. I'm not sure I'm going the right way. Maybe that fool bard's hiding way out there. Bah, but I swim, I might as well hence fly. No, the witch. Oh, yeah, the witches. Suddenly, some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. And with that, I will Be right back. I have to get some more water. My throat's a little dry, so I'll be right back. Willow, you know you're not supposed to say that word. That's... Can't say the B word, Willow. Bully. Fight me, Kami. No, I don't fight. I don't fight. Emmy, I miss you. How are you? Belated Merry Christmas. I'm so excited. I've been drawing more, Emmy. I actually just had a chibi raffle. I just announced the winners today. Also, hello, Leo. Merry Christmas. Oh, holy cow, Leo. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, God. Thank you for giving it to, Shrimpy and Pansy, who's lurking, Durgan, Summoner Cherry, and Burb. Marius Xmas. Oh, I had to sneeze. I had to mute myself to sneeze. These Kami gods don't need to fight. Also, not to be sus or anything, but Kami kinda cool. Cute when human. Thank you. Mad lad. Leo. She bullies and takes control of people. What? No, I don't. What is that, Leo? Thank you again. I appreciate it so much. You never have to give me subs, but I always appreciate it. Thank you. And Emmy, Merry Christmas. I know you've been busy. This is your busy time, so I understand. Oh, hee hee, the musical man you'll never see. You spin around, but no one is there. Just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. What does nattering mean? I have to look that up later. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. Catch you with this net. Okay, I can't. Ah, unveiling powder, I see. this little imp over. Oops, I fairy dusted him. Yeah, December was madness. This year was so much crazier than last year. Yay, retail. Aww. Ami's too nice. There must be something sinister going on behind the scenes. Nothing sinister. It's second to what I second what was said. No, nothing sinister. I gave like all of you something for Christmas, and since I don't know of you having a throne, I gave you something. Thank you. I don't actually have a throne. I am very bad about receiving gifts. Like I don't like asking people for anything. Like I have a hard time asking people for anything. So like putting together a wish list, just I can't do it. I do have a throne, I just don't have anything on it. Hi Javier, hello, welcome, Merry Christmas. I'm glad you were busy though, Emmy, because I'd be really sad if you weren't busy. But I hope you're still staying safe, still wearing like masks and stuff, because I know you're still going to conventions now. You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. Ah, let me go! You knobby pie! You're crushing the life out of me! I 100% get that. What is the throne? Throne is throne of subs. Throne is it's like a wish list, but it's anonymity is the most a wish list for content creators with emphasis on privacy. So no one has to reveal their address or anything. Like Amazon reveals your address to the person. This one won't. You trifling little pest. What do you know about this music? What did you do for Christmas? I stayed offline mostly. Watched a lot of anime. Caught up on JoJo. Caught up on Faraway Paladin. Watched a few movies. Just chilled. Sits on a throne of subs. I don't sit on a throne of subs. Oh snap, I didn't know that existed. Pretty cool. Do you need one, Emmy? I can give you one. I don't sit on any subs at all, guys. I mean, if you need a throne, I can send you an invite. Just let me know. Message me. Music, what music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me, I'll pop off your head like a daisy. Ooh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snakes travel in circles. I thought everyone knew that. Ami sitting on me? Guys. I want to see it. I'll message you about it one day out of curiosity. Okay. At least I can link it. I think you can link it. Throne. What's this? I only have one invite, I think. I had more. That's stupid. It's this though. I haven't been sitting on anybody. Oh my god. And like people can suggest gifts from Etsy too. There's stuff on Etsy. But yeah, some people found my throne, but then they realized I don't have anything. That's the throne. Been sitting on the waiting list for a while now. Oh. I'm sorry, Buldo. I didn't know that. I know who else has an invite. Ooh, fancy stuff. Put stuff in yours. I don't know what to put in. I don't want anything. I feel bad. Amazon, eBay, almost anywhere. I'm gonna put my groceries on there. No, I'm kidding. Circus, stay still, but the door is the thing that travels. You see? And right now the door's out on that lake, but you'll never get in. You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wing. Oh my god, I should make a throne for a Haru bird. You should, Emmy. I think you can. I'm not gonna put my groceries on there. I know people can put food in there. I'm really bad. I just don't know what to ask for, and I don't want to ask for anything. Like, I already feel bad, like, with people gifting subs and subbing. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth. If only Beaver can show the way. Dirty fairies built the bridge. Keep all you big folk out unless a snake invites them in. You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge? I'm gonna put hefty foods on there for Kami. No! I would buy you groceries. I just put boba on there. I want boba so badly. I'm still on a meal plan, Emmy. I can't eat. Yesterday was the only exception. So yesterday was the only time I got to eat the like cheesecake and stuff. Ha! We're a pixie, not one of those flamby-pamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. I miss boba, but I was able to have a hot pot yesterday, and that's all I can ask for Christmas. Your teacher peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. But look, there's a fairy gnome. Why didn't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Ouch, you sneaky little blighter! Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. So I accidentally changed stories trying to make it to the south-northwest area. Where's my map? There's over here. Oh my god, I tried a keto diet. I collapsed in front of Troy the third day. I'm starving, I can't. Then he got me a cupcake. Oh, I mean, no. It's hard. Because I think we both really like carbs, right? Oh my god, poor Troy. I like that his instinct was to get you a cupcake. Now my diet is just eat whatever I want lunch, then keto dinner. Ah, that makes sense. I think that can work. Like you in particular, like I feel like your diet is kind of awkward because like you do a lot of like physical work whenever you have to do events, right? So I feel like you shouldn't be on a diet that much. Eat all the boba and hot pot that you want, I say. It's hard to cut weight, but it makes me happier. I'm like, that's the important part when you go on a diet is that you can maintain the change too. So I think it's worth it if you're happier. Oh my god! Oh! Ow, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared. He hurt me. Man, I gained 20 pounds. I ate my feelings. Oh! Bean, good morning, Bean. Yes, Leo, thanks for giving Pansy a sub while they were lurking. I gained... Yes. Oh, that... I think a lot of people gained weight because of it, you know? So hard not to when you're like stuck at home. Hey, where'd you think you're going? Yeah, no one but us soldiers are allowed inside the lakeshore camp. Get out of my way. I have urgent use of your quartermaster. I need to speak with your sergeant. Urgent? Only thing is urgent's the line for the latrine. Or if the captain hasn't had his drink. That's right, Captain Bear's in a right foul mood. You can't come in unless you want a good thrashing. The guard almost has to shout over the clattering din coming from inside the camp. You heard him, it's dangerous in there. Wouldn't have the heart to let a frail old granny like you near that beast. One guard turns to the other with a conspirational shrug. Yeah, but who are we to say what's good for her health? Oh, yeah, you're right. Might be convinced to look the other way if we was fairly compensated. Right, fairly compensated, of course. We'd be sticking our necks out after all. Oh my god, I'm gonna leave. What were my tasks again? I'm happy to give such a lovely person. Oh, I blame Troy and his cupcakes. How many cupcakes was Troy bringing home? I do have to give him that money. All right. There, I expect you two can divide them evenly amongst yourself. Right, one for you and two for me. What? You mean two for me and one for you? I'm the one who does all the real guarding around here. You still owe me for that game of dice you lost. You cheated me. Give me them coins. The two guards fall into fisticuffs and roll into the bushes, leaving the gate to the camp wide open. Wow, wow. Really appreciate you. And I'm also glad that you got the good news that you were looking for. Oh, this bear is angry. As you cautiously approach, the bear drains the last of his enormous tankard and smashes against the head of a nearby soldier, knocking the hapless man to the ground. And then I vault him just like that. So next time I catch any of you cowards turning tail, I'll skewer you like a fish and leave your guts for the gulls. Suddenly noticing that his drink has gone dry, the bear bellows to the skies. More mead, you yellow-bellied worms! More drink! Bring me my delicious honey mead! The soldiers taking cover nearby exchange nervous glances at each other, none wanting to confront the bear. There's no more honey mead. Oh no, there's no more honey mead. They're screwed. The bear wipes a strand of drool from his sagging lips, and his bleary eyes slowly focus on you. A mocking smirk splits his face as he waves at you with his great spiked mace. Say, now that's a funny looking helmet, soldier. I ever tell you the time I crushed the bucket-headed barbarians of the western mountains? Decide now is a good time to leave the bear to his ramblings rather than make yourself an unfortunate prop in his war story. He just feeds me all the yummy foods and I can't help but eat it all. Dangerous life getting all the food you crave. Oh my god, it is. It is so much. I mean, things have been looking up so far. I have let my guard down yet, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for you too, Leo. It's so hard. There's so much yummy food and so many nearby. Like the mochi cupcakes, we got like a few months ago. That one was really good. And then the mochi donuts shop opened nearby. Ah, I never got a chance because we started the meal plan. I was so sad. The bear kicks an empty tankard at you as you retreat back into the camp. That's right. Go get me more meat, you good for nothing sluggard. God, it's so angry. Okay, I think that'll be good now. You gonna start streaming, Willow? My god, these guards are like hiding from him. No stream tonight? Ah. I just got done putting stuff on your throat. What? Nuts! You can't put stuff on my throat, right? Like, you can just adjust stuff, but like, it doesn't just show up, right? Oh, there are suggested gifts. Oh, thank you. I own all 3 items. I love you, Willow. Thank you. I want to suggest things too. You can, apparently. I see the suggestions. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I already have a Elgato game capture and a Stream Deck, and then we have an off-brand. Oh no. Yeah, we have an old Roomba. I'm going to hide in my cabin. No, Will, I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. Oh, sorry. Don't hide in your cabin. I'm so sorry. You didn't know. I'm telling you. I'm really bad. Like, if I want something, I'll just buy it. That's why I don't know what to put anything on my throne. That's why I don't know why the person gave me a throne to begin with, but like, I was like, okay, I must find something you don't have. Good luck. I believe in you. I don't have everything. I want to see Haru's throne. I mean, I'll have to investigate the basin. Wait, isn't that the forest lake? Oh, by the forest lake. Soon to be. Yeah, I had people request Haru wishes for this. Seems more efficient. Yeah, I think so. Um, Willow, I'll ask Yuri Akito. I'll ask if any of them has another invite because they changed it so you can only get one invite instead of three. So I'll ask one of them if they have an extra invite for you. I'm sure there's somebody. I think when Yuri made a post on Twitter, she had a lot of people like try and give her an invite to Throne, by the way. Are you sure? I know you said you wanted one. I'm sure there's like somebody we can grab. Bum bum. I have to find the lake. No, 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 no. That thing hurt me. That thing hurts. I don't like that tree. Basin? Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. Might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, I feel weird asking for it. That's why I'll ask people for it. you, you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust in your hand flakes off as if drawn by an invisible force. Two pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Let me send them a message. Na, 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 na. Everything's gonna lag as I open everything. I asked them. We'll see. We'll find something. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Ah, boo! I don't have enough bird feathers. Bad days. Let me find a place with more birds. Birds? Yeah. Thank you, bird. Thank you for sacrifice. I appreciate it. Found the perfect thing. Did you? I'm excited, Emmy. Hi, Wolfish. Are you back? I think you were back a while ago. I accept. That's what is cute. I approve. I will accept both of them. Oh, you've been here? I like when Stella, we say hello. Hello, Star. Hello, Stella. I look forward to playing games with you guys tomorrow and Tuesday. Placed into the basin, the feathers arrange themselves into perfect triangular symmetry. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust dancing. I did. You shake out the fine dust into the bowl and it settles evenly to its inside surface. Each of the fireflies alights upon the edge of the bowl, stepping delicately until they are evenly spaced. Very excited. I still gotta make the very late banner announcements for the sleepy day today. I understand. I had no time before my stream to make all those Twitter announcements. Willow, did you suggest? I thought you suggested the charger, Willow. Was that, Evie, was that you? It's so cute. Oh, Star. Do you still have an invite to Throne that you're not using? Oh, I like the notepad too. Oh, you know what? No one can send me anything anyway. I never put in an address. Thank you, Star. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. I'm so easily distracted. I'm sorry, guys. I want to finish at least one of the chapters, and then I'll pick up the chapters again later. I wasn't intending for this stream to be very long, because I have a lot of art and art homework to do. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walk. Wow. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. Thank you. You star. Well, I forwarded to you. Find the snake in the fairgrounds. Check. I forwarded what Star sent me to you, Willow. Ooh, eggs. Don't need to look up Etsy stuff. Fun fact, that's where I met my mama. Etsy was where I met my mama. Oh, there's a snake. Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear, welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. I was just on Etsy trying to find animated emotes to use. Yeah, I bought my... No, my mama is from Etsy. My wonderful mama. Pah, just came here in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute? The minstrel? Yes, he's working off a debt to me. Yeah, my mama. My art mama. All those folk out there seem touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I'm here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. Yeah. But my mama's the best mama. She greeted me Christmas. I'm excited. She's gonna start working on the model upgrades in March. So please look forward to my 1 year in July, where we reveal a bunch of stuff that she's been working on, will be working on. So far, but so soon. I don't know. It seems far away, but it's like, it seems to go by fast. So what are you, some sort of carnival lizard? Wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. 1 year in July, no context, but what day? Uh, my 1 year anniversary is July 18th. I don't remember. I don't know what day July 18th falls on next year. Um, it falls on a Monday, so it won't be during that day, but I'll probably do like an 18-hour stream on like that weekend. But that is my 1 year anniversary. Please look forward to it. I am. I'm excited because I have all these ideas I've been throwing at my mama these past few months. I think I'm like one of her children that's actually really active. I think a lot of my siblings aren't active, or like they didn't also use her for rigging or have replaced her art with other art by now. A wizard? No. I am a seer, a scryer of the hidden mist, a foreteller of fortunes and keeper of secrets. Good job, Willow! Congrats! I'll stop by and woo. I'm glad, Willow. Yes, I'm glad. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. I mean, I sent you a message as well. If you're not, if you're waiting on a wait list, I just sent you a message and you can use that invite, and you don't have to be on the wait list. Ah, a skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. Hey, Star! The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into a kaleidoscopic mosaic against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. Oh, this is not good. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off of me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after you tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. A weary-eyed bard. Strumming his lute, the strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wander I may, but ne'er away from she I call my lover. To my chagrin I stumbled and met the gaze of another. Curious I stared, I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. A mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing wellsprings to the swamp's moonlight ring, and hiding within the pixie's tree. What's all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool. Good night, wolfish. Sweet dreams. Have me spitting mad rhymes. I actually know the bard is. Thank you for stopping by, wolfish. I hope you have a good night. And sleep well, rest well. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Bah, maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Oh, still my beating heart, have you heard news of my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh, yes, it was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small cracked hand mirror. But one night it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. The song mentioned something about wishing well, a moonlight swamp, and a pixie tree? Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you. I shall very much love to see it whole once again. Oh my god, I'm on an errand! I know that pixie tree is here, because it scares me. Oh my god, angry dogs! Thought the tree was somewhere here. Huh? I feel like this map isn't helping me at all. I just when I saw the pixie tree nearby. Am I losing it? I was like walking around in circles. Oh no, that tree scared me. Okay, this must be the wishing well. You hike up the hem of your skirt from ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space and you hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Never trust someone who says that. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear, what are you doing down this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Won't hurt you. I don't trust you. My trust has been broken below. There's something I wanted to check real quickly. I think... Akito, are you still here? Are you still lurking, Akito? Are you okay? Oh, that's right. He was supposed to have a community game night tonight. Akito, why didn't you tell me that's what happened? Sorry, I was looking at Akito's because he had canceled his stream. I didn't realize he had his upstairs had a fire and his living room walls are damaged. But when they get some art done of my boss fight for him, then you'll see that you have good judgment. To not mess with you, to not fight with you, to not anger you. So that's why Akito said be right back. I think that would put it about 2 hours ago. Yeah, Akito's okay. He said nothing too major got damaged, but he's checking wires and stuff. He gets so distracted. Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. Roast beef. Oh my god, how do I make roast beef? Don't want to make the stream too long. I want to finish. Don't want to make the stream too long 2 hours later. I I saw his seeds. I'm so glad that the situation wasn't worse, cause scary. Yeah, yeah, fires are scary. Minor damage. It's okay, Akito. I distracted myself from my stream. I have roast beef. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice and you hear a satisfied munching from within. I'm gonna take the mirror shard. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I had a friend that, due to their neighbor's stupidity, their whole building actually caught on fire. So he lost everything in the fire, basically. Um, I mean, the apartment complex moved him into another building for free and stuff, but like, it's rough. I wouldn't want to mess with that at all. And I have an upstairs neighbors that like the. I mean, I'm in a company building. But when I lived in an apartment complex where the upstairs neighbor liked to smoke a lot. So I always worry about that, you know, because like you can't control other people. You can control yourself and like what happens in your place, but you know. No. Oopsie. I lost where in the swamp, the shard in the forest. I lost where the pixie trees are. I saw it so many times. Oh no, that tree's gonna attack me again. No, don't attack me. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Oh, there's the pixie trees. This gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and a bit of trash, glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. I really like the storytelling in this story. Or like, I really like this stupid pixie. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again, Cattlehead. What do you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over and I won't have to strangle you again. Wait, we need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around, do you? But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom murders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us? And then you'll give me that shard? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. Oh my god, really? What do the fairy shrines look like? I have to figure out how to like stop these. I don't even know what the fairy shrines look like. This is gonna be great. where the fairy shrines look like. Oh no, the tree's evil. Oh no, it's gonna hurt me. Run! Oh my god, stupid goblin. Just let me live in peace. I'm going back to my swamp. Oh no. Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. Oh, she has cataracts. This old woman has cataracts. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need a sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too. What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to find dull country folk. Ah, but it's ancient history now. Old age comes for all of us, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutched weirdly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. It's rattled your bones. Maybe I can help. Ah, I gotta run real quickly. Sorry. Be right back. It's my dear old husband, handsome chap. Although a bit clumsy, I'm back. I forgot to say I'm back. I just started reading. Although a bit clumsy, he had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like the snap of your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. That was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Oh my god, I can't just like do things. What is that gigantic thing over there? God, this place is terrifying. Ba-dum-bum. Well, let's keep going west. That's where we should be going. Something's chasing me. I don't feel safe in this. The thick moss grows on this massive fallen tree trunk seems to recoil your touch, revealing strange etchings of the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Hey, yeah, let's go in. Let me go see what's in the rotten aperture. You know, just to get away from things that try and kill me. Oh. Oh. These are portals. Spirit salt, smoke pellet, logger's hatchet. Keep going west. I'll find it, right? Stick totem. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out Shard's mirrored surface reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing tones are too dense and quick. Ah, cloud! I sat up and then stretch and I'll hydrate. Thank you. Thank you. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. I hope you're having a good day, Cloud. Oh, that was really quiet. I'll increase the volume to that. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Leo. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. Moonlight globe. I'm at work. Thank you for the lurk, Leo. Have a good food. Yeah, I hope it's yummy. I'm at work, so I can't hang out, but I hope the stream is going well. Hope you have the best night you can. I hope you have the best night that you can, Cloud. Good luck at work. I hope it's not too bad. I hope you get off soon and you're able to relax. I make spirit salts. Ah. I don't know where to get that. Let's keep going west for now. Well, food. I wonder what everyone's favorite foods are. The nurse. Hold on now, this sick house is full to the brim and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going around? Plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and old, the healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up, someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded. I've had to dump some in the swamp. That seems unethical. Don't worry. The leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The leech? That's the doctor of this place? The best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills. I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your, years to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients who are low on medicine, I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. Ugh, what's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. Excuse me. Select the ingredients. Oh my god. So I see what kind of game this is now, because it's like quest crafting gathering kind. So it really like keeps you moving basically. Ow! Oh my god. Let me make. God, please no, not again. Getting swatted at. That's a neat. Eat. Wanna be famous? A grill? A grill? Grill? Wow, there's so many. There's so many today. Fortunately, my mods are all busy. See? It is how the fun people say girl. Oh. That is true, yes. I believe I've heard that. Trying to collect things in the swamp right now. This is disturbing. You got 2 in a row? Yeah, I did. I got it though. No worries. My mods are busy. I don't. That alligator looks scary. Shears and sacrifice. Sacrifice. Blah. I'm not playing Phasmo. Should wait unless I'm playing Phasmo. Oh, I can't make a sacrifice. He's just gonna attack me. I'm gonna run away. It's just the sounds I make. Oh, I can't make it. Oh no, this thing's gonna hurt me. I need that though. That's how I feel right now. I need items and I can't get to them because this thing is gonna attack me. I'm a pacifist! Oh! Oh, thank you for the redeem, Rook. How are you feeling? I wanted to ask you about your idea, but I never got a chance to ask you because I was doing so many things before stream. The show on Twitch. I apologize. I'm running out of... Don't come back here! Can I tell you about it here? Would you prefer not to advertise stuff in chat? Doesn't matter. Today is okay. You can tell me in chat. I mean, I brought it up anyway. I'm a pacifist. I am a pacifist! Why are you laughing? I'm a pacifist. Unless Akito's involved. Then it's questionable. In the swamps. I don't even know where these are. I had to go trap more meat, I think. Your Final Fantasy victims would like to testify against that claim. What are you talking about? There's no Final Fantasy victims here. I'm sorry, you are. All of you. Wait, what did you say, Akito? Oh, because I said I was a pacifist unless Akito's involved. I need so much resources. I almost haven't. Oh no, how do you? Anna. I'd always give you free RRS. Just you. I have to go find some squirrels. Please give squirrels. wah, wah, wah. Or is that wah? Wah, wah, wah. The year is me and a random person play games neither of us have any knowledge or experience in, and they review the first hour, so it's called Noobs, please. There will be very many puns and lots of cursing. Was that actually Kami? What do you mean? That was actually me. What does this mean? That's not. I feel like that's how my collabs go. When we pick a new game I haven't played in like years or like never played before. I think that was us when we did that, what was that one neighbor game that we played? I don't know. We played a game we didn't know anything about. We were just like, what the fuck's happening in this game? But the idea is no one knows anything. I see. Oh. Aw, thank you for the 100 bits, Willow. But that was me. And we just kind of I see. I'm here for ingredients. I'm ready to go back in there. Maybe. Just remember, it would be an interesting idea. But it's so hard to not know anything about a game, you know? Because I feel like there's a lot of, like, things out there about games. I also think that's why it's popular to have people that aren't gamers play a game, because it's fun to watch them struggle through, like, a game. No tree, no tree! I'm a good person! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Ah! Don't hurt me! Oh. Scary. Let me go back to the swamp. Just looking at the free to play tab, it seems there are a lot of options. Oh god. I don't trust a lot of things there. Oh, I see. I need that. Okay. I don't either, but it sounds fun. It does. It does sound fun. And this spirit salt. Spirit salts. That's disappointing. I thought I had more salts. I'll make this one worth it. Now come back here. I'm innocent. Oh, I'm innocent. Oh my god, run away, run away, run away. Oh, I think I got plenty of that. I just need plenty of the other stuff. I'll show you what it looked like. Possibly need that right now. You do it. I think it'll be fun, Rook. I'd watch it. Welcome back, Green. Are you getting ready to go to work now? This game looks. I really like it. It's called Wytchwood, and it uses fables like gothic fables and fairy tales, which Willow told me is partly grim fairy tales. I really like it so far. It's basically crafting and gathering, which is a game that I like to play. Just done with meetings. Oh, I love the feeling when you're done with meetings. It's so good. Oh, that's a troll. You think he's gonna hurt me? Perhaps it likes me. Sure, let's talk to the troll. Let's talk to the troll. Hello. Troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. You shift his mask and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Oof, fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. That was funny. Did it just say massive girth? It absolutely said massive girth. Yes. Those are definitely the words the game had me say. said my hearing isn't. Nope, your hearing is absolutely fine. Sad that I missed your carrying. Oh, it's okay, Rin. Rin, it's like bad time zone, right? It's okay. All you missed was chat rejecting my confession, which is okay too. But Zaf was so kind enough to draw me getting rejected. I'm glad you're here now. My Christmas was good. How was your Christmas? What was the confession? I rejected nothing. Great. Ah, Greener, hi. Great. How are you? Thank you again for the gifted subs, Gray. I'ma head out. Have a lovely stream. Thank you, Mommy. Have a good night. Good luck with everything. Safe travels. Stay healthy. Please make sure you eat a cupcake here and now. Don't pass out. What was the confession? I was confessing my love to Chat and how I wanted to go out on a date with Chat. I'm good. I wanted to finish one chapter, but apparently it's taking me longer than I anticipated. I watched Spider-Man. Ooh, see, that was worth it. That was worth it, if you ask me. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. It's in the fields. I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I need to go to the fields. I heard Spider-Man's really good. That's what I've heard. I've definitely heard that. Aww. I love it so much. I cried a lot. It's a crying one. Okay. I'll prepare myself not to cry when we watch it. I'll just keep... That's the way to the farms. Attack me. I'm innocent. Oh my god, don't attack me. I'm innocent. Cinderbot. I'm gonna try it. Been hit by this tree before. I want to try it. That's what you get for trying to attack me. What you get? Shouldn't have attacked me, huh? You regret it now? You regret it now? It feels like it actually makes the other not MCUs. I've heard that there was a lot of like Easter eggs about it. I try not to spoil it, but I've heard that if you watched a lot of the other Spider-Man movies, then you would get a lot of things that happened in this one. But that was all I heard, and I didn't want to spoil it any more than that. To the fields I go, to the fields I go. It's actually very wholesome, huh? Mister, good day to you. Thank you for the wheat. Much obliged. No spoilers. It's okay. I mean, yeah, I prefer not to be spoiled. But yeah. I know a little bit about it. Oh no, that turkey looks angry. It needs digestible tablets. You gonna attack me? Please don't attack me. Turkeys are really mean. Turkeys are aggressive. Ah, there they are. Is there a story in this game? Oh, there is. There is actually. I'm trying to regain my lost memory. I made a contract with a demon goat, Yuri. I made a contract with Yuri, and I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to deliver the souls of spirits to the goat to get my wish fulfilled. Is what it was. But every time I go do something, something else crops up and I have to do it. As is in any adventure crafting game. Come here. Sir, can I have cabbage? Vegetable farmer. No, vegetal farmer. I read a new game. I need a new game that I can play off stream. Any game can be played off stream, right? Sorry, I'm stretching. Ugh. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competition this year. Well, I can't do voices. I sound silly. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Yeah, not sore loser. I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox in his family grew the largest corn cobs I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes, busy with menial farm work. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. Doesn't make any sense to me. Were you trying to do a text in Russian? I don't know what I was trying to do, Willow. I don't know. I'm so bad at this. He's working the fields all by himself. What happened to his family? That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day and the ox said nothing. Does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go and ask him myself. Yeah. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. An attempt was made. Yes, an attempt was made. You cannot be upset with me. An attempt was made. Oh. I don't have really grabbers. Oh. I think I got everything I need though. I think I can finish the story now, maybe? Yes, I believe I can. Talk to this peasant? No. A fowl. There's so many fowls here. In the forest I go. I got the joke. I did it. I got a joke. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, go to swamp. What up, big brain? Thank you. Thank you, Haru. I know you meant that sincerely and not condescending at all, right? You would never ever make fun of me, right, Haru? You would never hurt my feelings. Never? Okay, good. What I thought. Haru, you were playing music earlier, right? He was. He has beautiful hands. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. There we go. Cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock into their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. I tried to join your chat and throw myself at your badass music skills, but that would not connect for some reason. Oh, unfortunate. Yuki, I hope you have a very happy new year too, Yuki. I haven't caught a stream of yours in a while. I don't know if it's just me missing it. I've been I've been I've been really bad about catching people's streams, but I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. If you guys, Yuki was somebody that was really nice to me when I started VTubing, so give them a follow, show them some love. I was trying to figure out when to play Phasma with Yuki, but then I kind of dropped the ball and never gave a date. I'm sorry, Yuki. I hope work has been okay with you and I hope you had a good Christmas. Place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hand. She inspects it suspiciously but doesn't ask where it came from. You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She is careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. It's not. In my case, I've been busy and gotten sick over Christmas. At least I was with friends I consider family. Aww. Are you feeling better, though? I mean, it's still Christmas, so you're probably still, like, trying to get better. The nurse nods at you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the resub. I really hope you feel better. I'm at the very least, like, you got to, like, be with your friends, you know? I think if I was, like, sick, I'd want to be... I wouldn't want to get, like... I don't know. If I was sick... No, I'd still want to say hi to my friends. Starting to feel better. I'm glad. Hopefully by the time New Year's comes, you're, like, Closer to 100% than you are now. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she smashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself, one can never have enough lumps. The nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle. Oh my god, it's so realistic! Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology. Give it here, I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. When New Year's comes, I aim to burst through the wall and aim high. And I'm gonna be looking forward to it and cheering you on, Yuki. I know you can do it. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? Oh, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick, the leech is very busy. And honestly, I hope everyone is able to, like, start the new year off on a good foot. Is that the phrase? I hope that's the phrase. The plague doctor! The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard. From under his wide-brimmed hat, she appears to notice you enter, but pays you no mind. I'm just glad. I'm just happy. I hope I can support you more in the future, too. And also actually play a game with you. There's so many people, like, I keep saying I want to play games, so that I never, like, schedule the collab because I'm so bad sometimes. I'm getting to the point where there's, like, I struggle to remember things because I'm trying to do too many things at one time. And even if, like, I put it in the calendar, I'll forget. It's so bad. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. Do you have symptoms? Crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot? Perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me. My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I have the same issue, no worries. I'm sorry to use Mozilla Thunderbird to keep me on track. Ah, Thunderbird, yes. I'm here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? So I hope for us next year we can stay on top of things too. I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. Half the patients who come to me have a twisted this or a broken that, before the pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband? Darker complexion. I like how I can just steal from the chests. Can I steal this? Sparkly. Wish I could steal that wine. Carl Rocks 2461. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome. New salary boo. Well, do you have any better idea who you're exactly looking for? Shorter than most? I'm going to need a bit more than that. Darkened features? Narrowing it down. Give me something else. Or a full beard? Ah, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this anyway? My condolences. Oh, thank you for the hug, Redeem. Oh, hello, Jake. How are you doing? So how are you doing, Carl? I hope both of you guys are having a good day. My condolences, really. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry. That information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. I'm finding you. I'm doing well. Thank you. The doctor turns away from me to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. I don't want to return to the woman. That's sad. You're doing great. I'm glad to hear that. I hope both of you guys had a good Christmas as well. If you celebrate it, if you don't, I hope you guys just had a good day yesterday. I don't know if I have time to do the fairy. I might have to stop after I tell the old lady and then pick up from there because I don't think I have time to do the fairy part of the quest. I've been going longer than I wanted to. I think I'm gonna tell the old woman her husband died, unfortunately so. And catch all these frogs because I can. You have news of my husband. He should have been back from the sick house by now. You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So where's the fool now? I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp. Ah, Brimstone and Bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it still got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to warm parts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings in the obelisk should explain the rest. Oh man, are you gonna have me resurrect your husband, lady? Because I don't know if I should be doing that. That's not within my privy to resurrect your husband, you know? Alright, let me... I exit, will it save it? Continue. Okay, good. I'm gonna stop there and then find someone to read. because it's a lot longer than I thought I would go. It's a really fun game, though. I really like it. I definitely look forward to playing it again Friday. I don't even remember my own schedule, guys. I believe, I believe my schedule is. Yeah. Wow. I don't know my schedule. I believe I played it back again on Friday. Yeah. I'm gonna play it back again on Friday, so I look forward to it. All right, Kami, I'm gonna be heading out, or you're about to end. I am. I am. Have a good night, Willow. I appreciate your bullying me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it a lot. I'm finding someone to raid now. Hella good timing. Yup. Have a good night, everyone. I think I'm gonna who should I raid? Uh, have a fantastic night and Merry Christmas. Merry Crimness. Thank for the headbats, Leo, or Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yay! Um, Merry Christmas, Crimble coming. Merry Christmas, Crimble. Daxia. And good God bless everyone. Yes, let me hydrate. Okay. Let me make sure they're not leaving yet. I'm gonna read Shackles and Stitches. They've only been streaming for an hour, so I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. Ah, fast no goes. Okay. I flee now. Flee! Alright, we're gonna read Shackles. I think Yuri rated them once before. I don't know. I like their design. They have a lot of energy. I like who they are. They're playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. But I am out. Thank you guys. I will be back tomorrow at noon. I believe at noon to draw some chibi. To draw some chibi, to do some art, to draw chibi art tomorrow. And then I will be on everyone else's stream that is streaming the Gardic Phone collab at 4 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Jamini,